Hi YouTube, Fuzz here, and welcome to Final Fantasy XII. So we've just done a whole bunch of story content making our way through the Pharos, and now because we've completed that, we've actually unlocked a whole bunch more of the side quest content in the game. In fact, everything is now available for us to do. So we're going to start this next series of side quest content by taking on just a standard hunt, but one that's only just become available to us in the form of Pylraster, and this is for the quest, Who's the Strongest? So get yourself to a notice board, it's not an elite hunt, pick up Who's the Strongest, and we'll work through it together. So this is the quest, which you'll find in your log, obviously once you've picked it up, Who's the Strongest, and Rickon is the petitioner for this one in Baffenheim Port, so make sure you teleport over here if you're not already here. And if you've been following my guide, then this should be the last normal hunt that you have to do. There are some other hunts left, but they are the elite hunts for Mont Blanc. So we're going to go ahead and speak to Rickon. He's just located in this section here, okay, right at the very end of the port itself. And what is going on with his face? The only way to fight the Bahamut is to attack it by airship. I'm counting on you. Sink that monster and make Redass proud. Interesting. Hey, you can have the face of a man with questions, and you can ask them after a bit of sport. So once we accept this, he's going to introduce us to a new minigame, which is basically a race. And it's not really important whether you fail or not at this. Just tap the buttons as fast as you can. And I usually suck at things like this, to tell you the truth. My fingers aren't as young as they used to be. And it's quite long as well, isn't it? But anyway, this really doesn't matter. You can get some prizes if you do well. But anyhow, even though we lost, we still get to do the hunt, which is the main thing. And you can do this at any point, by the way, even after the hunt. So don't worry about doing well in the race at that particular moment in time. So yes, we'll go ahead and accept the hunt for the monster. And he doesn't know where it is. But fortunately, I do. So there we have the hunt accepted. And we're going to head back to the teleport crystal and make our way over to Pharos. So I'll see you there. Right, so here we are at the teleport crystal. Now this boss can be quite tricky. He's level 63 and has about 500,000 health. But towards the end of the fight, he's going to double his level. So I don't actually know whether that means he levels to 99 or actually goes over that cap. But either way, he'll be hitting for about 5,000 points of damage. And he'll be hitting multiple times as well. So it's going to be quite a tricky encounter to take on. I recommend that you do go ahead and use the bubble belt. But before we do that, you can see he's just located outside here. I'm going to see if there's anything to steal from him. And make sure you have dispel handy as well. I've got a tyrant hide, fair enough. So what I'm going to do at this point is turn Steel off. Varn is going to be our main attacker. Balthea is going to be debuffing the boss. And Ash is going to be our healer, of course. And our buffer. So Balthea is getting those attacks in nicely. And hopefully with Decoy on, we'll do quite a lot of damage mitigation. Make sure your tank has a nice shield on. I'm using the Gendarme shield, obviously, since that's what we collected earlier. And the Gendarme shield is really useful because this guy mostly uses physical attacks. I'm not even sure if he does magic, although I have cast Shell just to be on the safe side. But his attacks are quite easy to block. So even when he's doing high damage later on, you're probably going to be blocking a lot of it. And as you can see, we're doing more and more damage with each hit here thanks to Expose. And at 11k damage, we're going to be laughing, really. I'm going to get rid of these Thieves' Cuffs. Until he really starts dishing out the damage, I'm going to throw on the Genji Glove so that we can even get a few combos in if we're lucky here. Look at that, 20,000 plus damage. Try and move him away from Ash. I don't know why she decided to stand right in front of his mouth. That's certainly not what I would do. And even with just one character, as long as we can boost our damage up, we're going to take this guy out. Just be careful for that level increase. And towards the end, you might want to go ahead and unleash a quickening chain. Okay, so I'm not going to bother. I think we're going to take him down. But as you can see, we're doing a little bit less damage to him now. But even so, we're blocking so much, even at higher levels, it's not too much of an issue. I haven't even had to use a bubble belt. And I doubt he's going to last too much longer here. In fact, even Ash is struggling to think of what to do. There he goes. So, Pylraster or Pylraster has been vanquished. And that was quite a straightforward encounter despite the relatively high amount of health that that guy had. So let's head back to the petitioner, shall we? Here we are, then we'll go and share the good news to Rickon. And we had to speak to him twice every time we talked to him. You killed it, you killed the Pylraster. You have amazed me. Maybe you really are the strongest in Ivalice. We get 8,000 gil, a Grand Mace, and 2 Scathe motes, which is very nice. And he's telling us the same thing again for some reason. And then he's going to ask if we want to race. For now, I'm not going to choose to do so. But you can come back and do that whenever you wish to. And that brings us to the end of this video. We've got another hunt ticked off the list, and as I said, that's the final of the normal hunts. If you're missing any other of the normal hunts, then please do check out my playlist for Final Fantasy XII. I've got a whole bunch of them, in fact all of them in there, showing you how to do them, and the strategies, the tactics, things of that nature, along with a whole bunch of other stuff as well, so please do check out that playlist. But that's it for me for today, guys, so thanks for stopping by, and come back soon for more Final Fantasy XII. I'll look forward to it. See you then.